So, we're here with the StoneHearth 15 test version this time around, instead of just playing the balance build, or, well, stable build, I guess you would call it. We're playing the latest def build. This build is minimally tested, and therefore may have more bugs and glitches than a released alpha version. Which is alright, because the alpha versions already have glitches. So they got some performance changes here. You can't see them because my face is in the way, but I'll read them out. I'll skim over them. So they're talking about overall Hearthling and settlement performances increase. Building upgrades, with more improvements coming in future alphas. Inventory management, and gameplay. Gameplay is a really big part because we get right down to the nitty and the gritty. Okay, so they increased the max citizens to 50. So you can do that here. Right? No? Gameplay settings. On here. So you can jack this all the way up. And then we can say the storage filters default to none, which is actually something that I like. You can show their paths. And these settings are still under development and may not be stable and enable at your own pace. Game performance might be slow with larger towns on speed 3. Be warned. We're gonna go ahead and put that. Adds new speed in the game, the bottom right, that will run the game at 4x speed. Okay, interesting. Go ahead and hit that. Take a quick look at our system. Alright, Okay. Speed up camp placement 3 to 4 times. New citizens avoid arriving in hostile areas. Thank you! Freaking... I've had so many of these guys, like, citizens just appear next to, like, wandering zombies with chests and wolf camps and crap like that. Like, really? I don't know what this means. Fix bugs in hydrology code? I guess it's got something to do with the water. Hydro. But what do I know? Because it's code. So it could be something else completely. Build a better Hearthling tomorrow. Alpha 15 boasts numerous foundational improvements. A little building humor here. Or a little building humor there. To design and construct. You know those multi-story buildings you tried to get your Hearthlings to build? Now they will. Well, probably. This is, after all, only part 1 of significant upgrades to building. At least they have a little humor. I mean, they can write out some patch notes, but they can also make a game. So we've seen the game. So obviously they can make a game. We're still playing it. We're still having fun. We're still enjoying it. We're coming back patch after patch to see what they've got. I hope they continue this until the end of development. Well, end of alpha development and into the release, because this game, I think, is going to be amazing. Like, in its finished product. I'm pretty sure they understand the undertaking that they have taken. The guy that's been making Dwarf Fortress, which is not really very much on the graphical side, but heavily into the technical side of these types of games. He's been developing that game since, like, 2000? 1999? Like, he's been developing that game by himself. So it's a huge undertaking with a game that has a lot of, a lot mechanics. Like these are mechanically heavy games, and I pray and hope. I hope that they would complete the game, but when I first got it. But just like any other person, we've all been burned by early access and Steam, because let's be honest, Steam early access isn't exactly guaranteed to have sunshine, rainbows, and cupcakes when you buy a game and it finishes. So let's see, split flooring by wall tops so that dependencies are much more spatial. You know, I can't read. English is hard for me. Spatially correct. The floor isn't dependent on anything or supported by anything. Look around or above for dependence. Provided support ladders for pieces of scaffolding that lack stability in their adjacent regions. dig mini foundations instead of one massive one. This improves performance significantly. Really? Split really big floors. See above. So is it telling us to dig like separate foundations, or are the Hearthlings gonna do this automatically with the different, well, I mean, I guess that's just a suggestion. Hmm. Simplify and generalize ladder height computation. Okay, that's pretty cool. Make sure we update the roof profile when computing. So these are some more. I guess these are either changes that are coming or more changes that they've added. Scaffolding can wait for a structure to complete before being placed on it. I'm gonna clean up this town. Let's face it, your Hearthlings are hoarders. Yes. They tend to amass lots and lots of stuff. And all that food and raw materials and crafted items and loot can put a crimp in... yeah, pretty much. TLDR, too much stuff interferes with performance. That's addressed in Alpha 15. There's inventory cap based on how many Hearthlings a village has. So now you need to think more carefully about what items you really need, and not just grab a whole lot of wood and stone. Plus, we'll be adding gameplay elements to... Dang, this is getting good. We're adding gameplay elements around inventory, future releases. Remember, a tidy village is a happy village. That is very interesting. So typically when you play, like, you know... You always want to max min your input, your resource gathering, and output. But in a lot of games, even in Amoria, you'll probably end up hoarding a lot of items. Like, you'll end up just going like, well, I'm gonna need a whole bunch of this, so I should hoard it. But in Amoria actually punishes you, because if you don't have the stockpiles and you just dig, and you leave dirt behind in these areas, they turn into golems and they come and kill you. So that was an interesting change that they did there. That you needed to stockpile everything. Like, stockpile it, because it'll turn into golems. That was an interesting change they did in Amoria, but there hasn't been very much updates on there. We'll check that out when it gets updates. Add warning for an item becomes no longer in inventory. That's cool. Micro optimization to make restocking faster. Nice. Add event inventory for when entity container has changed to help diagnose missing inventory items. Bug fix for killing crafters and demoting crafters, excuse me. Ingredients should end up on the floor. Add a red warning if town inventory is full. Do not add items to town inventory if it's full. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's play. Even with all the attention to performance, don't leave stacks and stacks of stone, clay, dirt, or metal outside of stockpiles unless you're attempting to farm golems. Yeah, I remember when I made that mistake. I was like, oh my god, Kira, they're attacking! And he's like, well, did you leave dirt everywhere? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you're not supposed to do that. Sheep jerky and herbs. Add sheep jerky and herbs to the food cart, because why not? Food shop. Added 4 wide stone door and recipe. More carpenter craft designs for various classes. Reduce combat leash range of Wolfpack so they don't get too far apart and hard to find. Reduced Varanus HP a bit. Not bad. This is my 3rd day. Why are there golems? Hey Tiger, how's it going? I'm looking for those archers. So, where are the archers? You know what? We can just go straight into it. So Alpha 15 isn't officially released, just like StoneHearth isn't officially released. It's a test version. It's the non-stable version. It's on the unstable, but you know, we're playing it anyways. We're always excited for new stuff that comes out. So let me take a quick look at these notes here on StoneHearth, because I was looking for archers, because you had mentioned archers, and I was hoping that I would see something about them. Fix for people always, not always equipping the best thing if their job changes. Put back and Oz shop's rarity. Alright, start a new game. This is a story of brave traveler or settlers from the Ascendancy, prosperous, industrious kingdom. Seeking new lands and adventure, they set off to Temperate. The symbol for archers is there? Okay, I'll check it out. And we want a normal game because we wanna fight. To fight. I'm gonna reroll these citizens. Willpower. Yeah, I don't want them to have like high mind if they spirit, right? There's like 6 women and 1 dude. What are we playing? Game? Is this Game of Thrones? Are we that dude that's beyond the wall? What was that guy's name? That had all those female like slaves? Well, they were his wives, but they were slaves. So talking 6 there, 5-4 maybe. StoneHearth. God. It's okay, Kira. I won't tell your fiance. It's okay. Who else is sitting in chat that I need to use their names? You know, sometimes freaking just the chat doesn't work for me, so I can't pull people up. Let's see. Looking at this viewer list, I see. I'm not going to use any bot names. So, let's see. Fairy Tale Addict. I see. Chaldea. Wow, Chaldea is like super useless. Can I like reroll that name? Aww. Aw, you're stuck. Rip. Rip. Yeah, these are some pretty bad ones, but we're gonna be in the forest, so it's not gonna be that bad. And who else do we have in chat? I'm not using any bot names, so I'll use myself here. There we go. And we need to... What do we need to take with us? I say a farmer's hoe, a wooden sword, and an herbalist staff. What do you guys think? Does that seem about right? No? Actually, we can craft all of these. I should probably actually take that. Yeah, I just thought about that, Kira, because we're gonna be able to craft. Well, since we're in the wooded area and these are all wood, we start with a carpenter. Carpenter is the entry tier crafting class of the area of this race. So you take the trapper's knife, and I can use that. Yeah. I just thought of that, Kira. You're right.